morning, and this is Mr. Leong here. I hope you've been enjoying your home-based learning so far. If not, you can always give your comments below how home-based learning can be better. Okay, so for today's video, I will be giving you a quick summary of the topic of diversity. Okay, diversity, and about how we classify things. Okay, so we started off with all kinds of things, and we split them into living and non-living things. Living things and non-living things. Can you remember what is the difference between living and non-living things? What are the differences between living and non-living things? Okay, let's give you a hint. Living things need 3 things to survive, and living things do 3 things. Can you remember? What are the 3 things that living things need to survive? Living things need air, food, and water to survive. Did you get that? Well done. How about the 3 things that living things do? Living things grow, they respond to changes, for example, running away from danger, and they reproduce, meaning they have young. Okay, they lay eggs or they give birth to live young. Okay, so living things need 3 things to survive, and they do 3 things. After we looked at living versus non-living things, we looked at the 4 big groups of living things. Do you remember what they are? We first looked at plants. Next, we looked at animals. And the latest chapter, the latest topic, we looked at fungi and bacteria. Okay, so more about fungi and bacteria coming soon. But let's just remember about plants. Do you remember what are the 2 groups of plants that we learned about? Flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Okay. Flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Okay. Flowering plants have fruits and flowers. Non-flowering plants reproduce by spores. So examples of non-flowering plants would be your moss and ferns. Now, I have drawn flowering plants and non-flowering plants. All types of plants, I have drawn them in green because plants have a very special power that none of the other groups of living things have. Do you remember what is the special power of plants? Plants can make their own food. Plants can make their own food. Okay? So, only plants can make their own food. All the other groups of living things cannot make their own food. After plants, we looked at animals. Do you remember what are your 6 groups of animals? It starts with A, B, F, I, M, and R. Let's see if you can fill in the blanks for the 6 groups of animals. A is for amphibians. They live on both land and water. B is for birds. They have feathers as their outer covering. F is for fish. They are covered in scales. I is for insects, and they have a hard outer covering. They have 6 legs and 3 body parts. M is for mammals. They are covered in hair. And R is for reptiles. They are covered in dry scales. So, this is a summary of what we have learned for diversity. Stay tuned for more about fungi and bacteria in your upcoming lessons. And that's all for today. Bye!